Having placed the text file, the next thing is to clean it up, to remove any multiple returns or multiple spaces or other unwanted characters. You can identify more easily where these are by working with your hidden characters shown. Under the type menu, the last item is Show Hide Hidden Characters. You'll need to be in the normal view mode to see them, so I'll press W and you can see that we have the paragraph marks now showing up. I'm going to move to the next page, Option or Alt, page down, and in our text here we can see that we have multiple returns, we have a tab character at the start of the paragraphs, and we have multiple spaces after a period. All of these things need to be gone. Let me just point out that over on the right hand side are some of the more commonly seen hidden characters. It's a good idea to familiarize yourself with what these look like. One that's not in that list is the hash mark, which means end of story. As another tip for just getting familiar with your text and for editing, you can use the story editor. The story editor allows you to see your text as a continuous galley. There's no need to worry about page breaks or column breaks, different type sizes or graphics. It's pure text. Any changes you make in the story editor are automatically reflected in the layout view and vice versa. So to purge these unwanted characters, I'm going to use FindChange. I'll insert my cursor in the story, come to the Edit menu, FindChange, or Command or Control F. Now, thankfully, there are a number of useful predefined queries that come with InDesign. So if I come to the Query drop-down menu, I'll start with Multiple Return to Single Return. I need to specify the scope of the search, which in this case I want to be just this story. If I'm playing it safe, I will click Find Next, Change, Find Next, Change until I've made all the changes necessary. But if I'm confident that this is the change that I want, I'll click Change All. Having done that, I will then come to multiple space to single space and do the same thing. Now, the third unwanted character in this particular story are those tab marks. And there's no predefined query for these, so I'll have to select what's currently in the Find What field, delete that, and insert a tab. And then in Change To, I just want them gone, so I'm going to make sure that Change To is empty. The search will be the story, Change All, 4 replacements made. I'll move now to the next page. Option or Alt and the page down key. And we have the same text again, but this time I'm going to make those changes in one go using a script. On the scripts panel, I will come to, and this is in the samples folder, in the JavaScript folder, we have a script called FindChange by List. I'll double click on that, having inserted my cursor in the story, and specify the search range, in this case, the story, click OK, all of those changes made. This very powerful script links up with the text file, which is in the FindChange support folder. You can, if you're interested, right click on that and then choose Reveal in Finder or Reveal in Explorer. And you can even edit that text file to extend the range of changes that it carries out. Lastly, I just want to mention the need for spell checking. Now, you may have spell checked the document in Word or whatever application you were using to create the text file before you placed it in InDesign, but inevitably some errors can occur along the way. So it's always a good idea to spell check your work. InDesign's spell checker isn't fantastic. It's okay. It's up to the job, but it's just about okay. And under the edit menu, I'll choose check spelling. It is checking it based upon the language dictionary applied to the text, which in this case is English UK. So if you're seeing spellings that in American English are not valid, that's because it's checking it against this particular language dictionary, and that's how the spell checker works. So here it's found this word which actually needs to be there. It's not an error, so I'll skip that. I'll skip the next one, and here we have a problem, and I will go ahead and change all instances of that. So pretty much what you would expect from a spell checker. Nothing more, nothing less.